Let's do it. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this. It's gonna be an exciting day.
Yeah. All right. But hello, everyone. Hope you are all doing great. Super happy to have you there with us. Sorry for the two interruptions on the two first space. There was a little problematic on Twitter as always, but nothing wrong. We hope you have a good weekend together. Hope you had some good time over the past few weeks. Super happy to with the team to on board today and to talk with you about the next step that are coming for us. So we're gonna be able to kickstart today and to tell you more about what's gonna be up next for us, for the community, where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do. If we have enough time, I don't know how many time we want to hold the space, but maybe an hour won't be enough to be able to explain everything that we have. And it's not all the things that we still have, but for what we had in plan for today, we wanted to give you a good perspective of everything. But if we have some time at the end, we can obviously take some questions and get on board with some people if we have some time. But depending on how you guys are motivated to keep talking and to keep interacting with each other. But yeah, other than this, I think we're good to go. Drew, Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it'll be good. And then we can invite Remy and Kantan up here if y'all want to request. And then we could kick things off. Brian, if you want to kick it off, I'm just setting up the recording.
Sure.
And then I'll chime in.
All right. All right. So as everyone knows, we had quite so the first phase has been officially closed for everyone, for all of us. We've just been starting today the phase two. So we're gonna explain to you a little bit what is for us the phase two today, and we're gonna explain to you a little bit more what it consists, what we have planned up for this upcoming phase. So basically, to let you know as well to everyone, we have make some announcements, maybe for you to be able to read through the main topics that we're gonna talk about today. So we're gonna basically get through those topics that we think that are really important to us, that to talk about and to make a little bit of an introduction today about what we have in mind. We're gonna go first on the perspective of the team. We just wanted to give you more of the insight of, again, the way that we perceive things, the way that we want to do things, and what we prioritize us as a team moving forward in the future. And on the second part, we would be super happy to start telling you a little bit more about this the upcoming projects, upcoming things that are going to come for you guys over the next few weeks. That are the first foundation steps of the second phase. We don't have everything which is like written out into the announcement, but the purpose is not to give you everything to today. It's more to give you an introduction of this upcoming phase, which is supposed to be the new phase for us, like after the launch, to be the phase that makes us start again to go for this new pipeline to try to make of Everai a brand of the next level. So if you want, guys, we can kick in into and if everyone is good, we can kick in into the first part that we of the announcement, and we'll move forward after for the other part.
Let's go for it. I think Chris is getting rugged a little bit by Twitter too, but we'll invite him back in.
Yeah, there, no problem. Okay. All right.
But yeah, and then as always too, we're reading Discord chat. I'm in there right now, so if y'all are chatting in general, the crew, I'm looking. And as we get into it, just feel free to ask questions in there. And like Brian said, if we have time at the end, we'll definitely open up the spaces. But we got a lot to cover today, so let's get into it.
All right. All right. So, sorry, I had some Discord pings. I'm gonna close it down. So first of all, to make the introduction, guys. So super happy to get launching this second phase. We're gonna tell you a little bit more again today. So what we wanted to first address with you all, and that is something which sounds super important to us to disclaim again on our way to see things. But is the values of the team and the values and the vision that we have. We're gonna bring it on the second part for the execution. But we really wanted first to bring it back some sense of the values that we think is super important for us as the way we want to do things. Maybe into a different ways compared to most of the projects into the space, But we have specifically three aspects that we wanted to talk about that are super important to us, and we consider that what we do is who we are. Some of you guys maybe have read the book related to this, so it's a good reference. But basically, again, I think it's something which is super current for us, and I think we've proven over the past few weeks and the execution that we've made. But community is super important to us, and we want always to empower you and the community and all the people that are there in everything that we do. It will always be our first priority, and we want to be really careful on how actually we onboard you with us and to empower you in any way we can. We were so happy as a team, and just give you this feedback because it's we didn't have so much time to interact with each other, but of the initiatives, of all the things that appear, of all the things that happened on Twitter over the past few weeks that we saw, and that we actually wanted to interact as much as we can. But we were so happy, and wanted to thank you all for all this dynamism, all the initiative that you take, all those Twitter tsunami that was coming out over the past few weeks. It was really incredible to see, and again, it made us really feel something really special and unique at this time. So just it's a normal thing to say, and I think we don't say it enough, but we wanted to really thank you for the trust that you gave to us, the dedication and the passion that all of the people here are giving to the team. It's our fuel on everyday basis. I won't lie. This is what makes us want to push the thing forward to make the things better, and this is definitely something which is really important. So thank you everyone for all of that. And one big part that I wanted to talk about today as well was the listening aspect of the community. I think as of our team, and as we've proven maybe over the past few weeks on the way that we do things, listening to what you guys have to say for us is so important. And I think it's a defining characteristic into our team is that we really always pay a lot of attention to what you say, to what you may say either on Twitter, either on Discord. I think there is not always the best way to communicate through those feelings and those emotions in the one specific way, but we are really attentive to what you may say everywhere. And so while listening to you, actually, we are really in the position that we want to make the best decision for you long term, and to really to listen carefully to you. And this is why actually, most recently, we took the time over the past few weeks to launch the project because we had a really strong dynamic to enable you to take over, your place over the past few weeks. We wanted to feed this moment, but we wanted to take you and let you take the lead on that, and as well, really as well, understanding better what you wanted to do, how you perceiving the world, how you actually took initiatives around all of this, and it's honestly was a lot of really interesting insight for us, and a lot of you guys from the community made a lot of insight and enable us to understand better some other things. And so thank you for that again. Maybe we took a little bit more time to take in consideration all the feedbacks on that, but honestly, we assume that because we are not in a rush to do things good. We are just really in the perspective to do the things great. And this is our first priority, and so this is actually the reason why we took this time. I don't know if you guys want to add some stuff, Andrew, Chris, about it.
Yeah, I just want to give all love to the crew. A lot of the initiatives on Twitter Space, whether it be like the rating or like the lore creation, or even just like vibing with each other and following each other back. It's really, like Brian said earlier, really a big inspiration for us. And a lot of the ideas that are coming in, right? I think for us as a team, it helps, spur up discussions that we're already having, or helps to fuel things forward and look at things in a new perspective. So I just want to say, just keep it up in the crew, and, the team will always be working towards our vision, and, the vision of Everai that we sought out to create. And I think, the beauty of this all is that, all the crew initiatives that y'all are doing are really helping move that forward. And like Brian said, giving a lot of fuel and passion to the team. So just want to shout out again everyone in the crew, and much love. And with that, Chris, if you want to say anything, otherwise we could get maybe more into some of the details. Josh said laugh. You guys are crazy in Discord chat too.
Hmm. So yeah, so this is one of the first thing. Again, super obvious for us, but this is what defines us, the community, and we are so happy to have you all. And most of you are coming from really renowned community, Azuki. We have some Everai people. We have people from Bored Apes as well. More and more people are coming, and all of them are really like giving us really super good feelings about how we create the community because we just spread the good vibes and we just want to keep it this way. To us, it's really important. And but again, thank you very much for that. So the second part is the building aspect. So as us as a team again on and all the things that we've done so far, we always consider trying to build things. And when we consider like building things, it makes already like us consider the things of how do we make those things the best way possible. This came out with the fact that we build, our universe with Media Wishawi and Quentin, which is here listening into the audience. Those two artists that are amazing because we always wanted to push forward to the best quality and to the best things that we wanted to create. But this is true on all the different pillars that we try to achieve. We're always going to try to get the best outcome of everything that we are launching, as it is a collaboration, a partnerships, or either a global product that we want to create internally. We're gonna always trying to look for how do we make it the best quality possible. And so currently right now, as you may know, but some of you doesn't, the team is expanding, we're getting grow, we're gonna get more and more people. And so this is part of the journey right now that we are really actually going to extend. And the more we're gonna extend, the more we're gonna create and the more we're gonna make partnerships. And so right now we're gonna launch this second phase as well come with this perspective of we pass to the next step as of the project which is growing and the team is growing in the meantime. So I think it's a really important thing for you to understand that we passed from a really nimble team and passionate team that we had at first, and that we put a lot of effort and a lot of intensity into it, as a team which is going to get bigger, but always trying to deliver for outstanding experience. And this being said, so what I can tell you is that we are again on the next step and this upcoming phase, really looking forward to bring you to the best possible experience. And so again, we're not gonna rush the things, and that's why actually we're gonna bring to the vision part and going to explain you more about the specific things that we had on the plan. But we're gonna have the exact same approach as we have with Mehdi and Quentin, and actually Mehdi and Quentin are going to jump in even more with us. But we could talk about this a little bit later. But yeah, don't know if you want to add something, Drew or Chris, about this.
Maybe Loic isn't here right now, but it could be cool to shout him out a bit. You know, we just brought on a full time HR, so we're really going to be expanding the team and scaling the resources we have internally. It'd be really cool to introduce you all to Loic at some point as well. He comes from pretty renowned places, X Riot, Activision, and lately Voodoo. And he's really going to come into their team and scale up what we need in regards to human resources. So let's just say, the Everai team is really going to be expanding in ways that I think is going to really speed up a lot of what we're doing. So for that, I'm excited. And, a huge shout out to Loic. It was his birthday earlier this week. But he'll be coming in full time and you'll start to see him more and more as the days go on. But other than that, I think something always to remember, and just to reiterate on Brian's point that, we are a team of builders, right? So when we think about what we're releasing, it's really driven around, the products and experiences in which the community and holders can use their NFTs, and experiences that we could celebrate together. And those experiences and products, they do take time to make. And especially, holding us to a high quality standard, we're not going to just rush things that are half built. We'd rather take the time to ensure it's perfect and a beautiful experience. So just with that, we always appreciate the patience. And on that, I don't know if Chris or Remy, you want to add anything about that. Otherwise, we can go towards the vision and more towards the details. I see the crew chat's getting getting antsy, and I respect it.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. And so well, yeah, one last part before we eat into the ground and to kick into the really specific things. about the vision and the execution and the things that are going to come out. Again, as said, Andrew, we took the perspective of wanting to make quality things, and when we mean quality, it's in the product, it's in the art, and all of those things takes actually more time than bootstrapping really quick things. So in some sense, I think we took the premium approach of wanting to be really on the high-end execution on these things. So it makes us a little bit less flexible, but the outcome in the end is we're always going to look for better outcomes in this regard. So this is something that we assume us as a team because we always privileged quality. But definitely the having this perspective makes the thing a little bit like with the inertia, which is a little bit bigger than what you can find on maybe some other kind of project that you may know. And one last thing about the thing. So when we say we are builders, when we say we are all about community, our perspective, we, as most of you know, but if you don't know, I'm gonna tell it again so everyone knows about it. But we are a founded team. So we are basically based in France and the US for most of us. Um, and in this perspective, we are accountable for everything we do, and we are accountable in the way that we want to see things for the future, right? So I just want you to be sure and to be certain that everything that we do and all the perspective that we are and all the direction that we want to take are all targeted to long term in terms of our perspective, and we are fully accountable for everything that we do as we are accountable for you, the community, and we put ourselves in those conditions to do so as we are doxed. And on the other side, as well as a project and as a company, we are as well accountable for that. So out of the perspective of accountability, we are us even as a team looking to be big and to be ambitious in terms of our future and in terms of the long term. But this is the direction that we want to go, and this is what, as we build towards the long term, we really pay attention as well as in terms of the quality of the product, as in terms as well of the potentiality of the product to be something that we could build on the top forever and for the many years that are coming, and give us enough flexibility to do so. So yeah, this is those are the big 3 points that we wanted to just come up with again. It seems really obvious, but sometimes I think it's really important for us to say about this, that we are here for you guys, the community. We loved everything that you've made. We're gonna build product. We're gonna focus on quality. It's gonna take more time, but anyway, what matters for us is long term. And I think for every investors or every people that are here to live an experience and the journey with us, we should all look for the long term anyway. So that was my point. I don't know if you guys, Andrew or Chris, want to add some stuff, and after we can jump into the next phase.
I think I'm good. I think everyone in chat is ready for the next phase and some of the details of what's coming. So on that, we could get into it. But Chris, anything you want to add?
Yeah. No, let's go.
All right. Okay, so let's speak about the phase 2. Okay, so what means the phase 2? You're gonna ask me. I think it was a CMC first question on one of the chats, so we're gonna actually answer about that right now. So basically, when we speak about the phase 2 for us is that, in some sense, in an NFT project, we could say that there is the first phase where we launch, and this is an establishing moment for our team, I think, as it was for us. And as for the community, this is when we all have made our, all crew together. We spend like all of the time. We gathered our bonds. We created our first attachment and emotional attachment to what we do, the lore, the community, and this is the foundation. And so now we're gonna build on the top of those foundation that we all build together. And so the purpose for us is now, like, we are looking forward to look to the sky and just to try to make the best things and to push what we already initiated with you to the highest possibility potential. And so looking towards in this direction, now we're going to approach these things in steps. And now we're getting into these second steps of, okay, so now we have the foundation, the community is here, our values, what we do, the people we work with, our approach and the values that we have. And now how actually we take this and we translate this into the actions. that we are all looking for, actually. And so we're gonna give you a little bit of example of the things that we are currently working on, some perspective as well in the regard of the community, and many different projects that we're going to announce, many things that are going to come out, and as well two big things that we want to talk to you about, guys, which is the creator program that we are going to initialize, but we're going to go over through all of this together. So maybe as a first thing that we wanted to talk about to you, so again, we've seen all the recent initiatives taken by the community over the past few weeks, and it was really impressive, actually, the way, the speed and how fast it came out. We didn't expect this to be as strong and as intense as it was over the past few weeks, and we know that we have some community leader into our community, and thanks to everyone to be and to go into this direction and to try to push us in the good direction. I think we are all looking for the same thing, so we want you to know that we are looking to empower you, right? We want you to have more capacity, more tool to able to do the things that you want to do. So this is definitely a thing which is coming on the table earlier than what we were initially thinking, but we take this really seriously because we want you to give you the tools and the capacity to take your autonomously some decisions, and you take your capacity to do things that you want to do to able to participate with us into making this brand something international and worldwide. So in this regard, what we're going to do over the upcoming days, which is something which is maybe really simple to say, but still I think it's important, is we're going to give you some guidelines related to the position of the Everai brand. I think it's going to simplify the way for you to take initiatives and the way for you to create projects and be autonomous around all of this. It may sound super normal, but I think it's just a first step for you to be able to be more autonomous and to know more about where you can move without any need of asking us anything. But meanwhile, since we don't have this perspective, please don't hesitate to come at us. And for all the crew members that are holding Everai, please don't hesitate to come to us and to interact with us. We are already interacting with some people that have initiatives. But don't hesitate to come out to us to tell us the things. If you have really specific things that you want to work on and that you want to leverage, we're gonna really try to, as much as we can, enable you or give you the answers so you can actually move forward faster if necessary. So this is the first part of the fact that we want to empower the community. We want to enable you to make initiatives. We always going to go into this direction. If you have ideas, if you have any interest and anything that you may have require our help to go for that, please don't hesitate. We will always be super happy to see if we can, in some sense, help you in any way. And it can be, bringing some people from our team and trying to help you on some stuff. Either it's on the art aspect, either it's on the dev aspect. It can be many things, but depending on on the time and allocation that we can give, like and the project, we could definitely think about it. So really don't hesitate to come at us, and we're gonna always try to empower you in this direction. In terms of the new, so in terms of a new thing coming out soon, so start in the upcoming week, we are going to have a new experience that is going to arrive on the website. So the purpose for us is to have a new way, to provide you a new way to go through the collection and to have a cool experience related to all the current Everai collection that everybody owns. So this is going to come out. It has been in work for the past month already. So I think it's going to be a cool step for you as well to kind of like perceive the collection into a different way. But maybe actually, I don't know if you want to talk about this, Chris, or if you want to, we let the surprise for the next week.
I think Chris went to go hide so he doesn't leak.
Yeah. He's right. Okay.
Oh, no,
All right.
Yeah,
So
my
Malik,
Twitter
so Malik
space was dead. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but maybe.
Yeah, it will be like a really cool experience to browse the collection and to see every aspect of it, and you'll have like a dedicated part on the website, and yeah, it will be a cool experience.
So this to let you know as well, not making a big disclaimer here, but this may be as well a foundation for us to additional features in the future that we won't talk about it today. This is going to be a first foundation. So this is going to be our first experience, but that may be followed by new upcoming things on the future based on this. So yeah, so this is the two first thing. So one other cool things which is gonna come out next week, and we speak about here about utility. But we will be announcing during the upcoming week a first collaboration to a metaverse. So we won't let you know which one it is for the moment yet. We don't neither tell you if it's the only one for the moment, but this is going to be the first official announcement related to a utility into the metaverse for the all the crew members and all the holders of our community. So definitely a cool thing for everyone to have a first introduction to some space and to be able to use your the Everai characters. So the next thing is the weekly online events. So basically, we are moving towards to again empower the community on events, and we want right now to bring more intensity on this. We know that there are again some community leaders in the team that are taking time to make spaces, to make events, to try to organize game events during the weeks. And what we want to do, we want to enable to have more intensity and organization related to this and visibility for the community. So we are announcing to you all today that we are opening positions for new moderators into our community that will have for responsibility in collaboration with the team to propose new weekly online events, and that shall be starting in May. So if anyone here is interested into this possibility and want to be part of it with us and the team, and maybe some community leaders, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We will be super happy to interact with you about these topics, and we want to do it during the upcoming week. So and definitely about this perspective as well, don't hesitate to ask us any question. We are super open to this. You can reach out to directly either maybe me or Brian or maybe Andrew to specify that you want to talk about the subject on our Discord.
Yeah, for sure. Just hit me up regarding to that, and we'll also be posting some like positions we're looking for too in the coming week. So I'm definitely excited to start scaling the community team and then start hosting events. One of the first things we're gonna do is bringing back anime movie nights and also looking towards a lot of gaming tournaments. So if you're interested in that regard, just hit me up, and then I'll also be posting some information and minor announcements to follow up.
Cool. Right. So there is this, and as well that we were as well currently thinking as well, but we would love to have your feedback on this. But we wanted to bring in maybe more music into the Discord for people to be able to hang out and to listen some cool music maybe. So depending on the interest of everyone to be able to have vocal chats and everything, we want maybe to promote more this perspective of people being able to interact with each other and to chill with each other. So if this is something that is interesting you, we would love to know more about it. So we can maybe actually open some positions into the channels for people to chill out there. Okay, so this is more about the online event, short-term things, and now we get into more of a little bit bigger things. So one thing which is I wanted to share with you as well is that we are looking to create real physical events, and So I can't tell you anything on that yet, but what I can tell you is that part of the team has been actually organizing events that are of a quite high level in the past. Advisors that we have from Riot Games as well. So we are looking to create really cool experiences for our holders throughout the year. The purpose is not to make many of them, but maybe to make really something incredible out of them. So this is a big thing for us. We really consider that we are all part of a community through online. We all live like in different countries, in different regions of the world, and but we really want to take as well the opportunity to enable you to meet us, to enable you to interact with us, to spend a really good moment, something unique that we want to maybe experience that we want to create for you. And so those things are things that we launched already. It's not some stuff that are thoughts. It's really something that we're gonna do. So we have already, I can tell you like two things on the plan. I won't tell you when and where, but be ready if you are interested on those things that to stay aware of the possibilities of moving out. We're gonna make everything we can to make those events actually accordingly to some crypto events. So this way it's going to enable people to just as well as coming to the events, maybe participating into more of the Web3 community events that I think is really cool moments, is really cool things to be going to. So yeah, so this is something that we definitely are going to be focusing on, trying to make you incredible experiences. We are apart from the US, we are apart from France, so you may expect some stuff that are related to our regions of the world to be able to make some stuff that are really cool, as for artists, places, or whatever. But yeah, so this is a thing that I wanted to say. It's something which is really important to us that we consider is really important to be living as well as a community, even though we are mostly online. And one thing that we wanted to say as well is that meanwhile, before we announce the big events that are hosted by Everai and the team, we wanted as well to tell you that we wanted to empower people that are wanting to create events maybe more locally. So either it can be into the US, either in Europe or Asia, whatever. If you guys maybe like are considering doing some things locally, and you want to talk with us about it, and you want to organize some things, we can definitely talk together and maybe see if again we can maybe help you in any way to enable to facilitate some things, or to maybe some communications or whatever that you may have in mind. But this is definitely something that we want to enable, to empower you to do. So if you want to create some events, I know there was some things organized in New York recently by CMC and some teams guys there. But if you guys have any other plans, please let us know. If you want to have any help, again, we are super into this perspective of enabling you to do those and to make the cool experience together. Okay, so this is for the event side, and then we're gonna get into the final part that are maybe the part that are a little bit bigger. So one of the big things that we're gonna come out today, and that we are going to get into more depth throughout the next week, is that we are going to launch something which is gonna be called the Creator Program. And so this is something that has been, in my regard, and of what we have seen and the way we want to do it, unseen into the space before. As you know, we consider that quality is really important to us, and the universe and the lore creation is really important to us as well. We consider that it's this what is going to bring us maybe into the good direction, and that is going to enable us to create the long-term perspective over time. And so we wanted to find a way to enable the community to create. And we know that you have been already doing this through art, through copywriting, through lore, through any typology of things that you may have in mind, GIFs, animation, whatever. And we want actually to give a platform for our community to enable you guys to create more, but not to just create for us and for the sake of creating, but to find a way to reward you as well, and to enable you to create value with us through this creator program. And so basically what it's going to mean, this is that as during the creator program, what we're going to present you and over the next week is that you will be able to submit a project as a holder, that you want to submit a project to the community. There will be the capacity for people to vote for the project that are interesting for the community. And once the interest will have been defined by the community, for the project that are the most of the most interest to the community and to the people, we are going to actually propose you to make NFT in collaboration with us, and to actually like create content with the community together, and to share actually the value together. So this is something that we are going to explain you more in details on the way we want to do things. We have some infographics that are coming next week to explain you more about the way we're going to do it, the product, because it's going to be a product. And so the first phase that we want to propose is actually to do it through maybe Discord, as we're going to bootstrap the first iteration. But actually, we plan on doing maybe the product on our website to really create actually a platform for the Everai community to submit their project, to be voted, and to be able actually to create, with us the value. So this is something that which is gonna be coming next week. I think it's a big project enough by itself to be something that we can speak an hour for. So I'm not going to get into too much details, but this is what we wanted to tell you in terms of like our big perspective is that we want you to be part of the adventure with us. We want you to be able to create with us, and I think we found a really interesting way to do it. So we're really gonna try to do it with you. It's going to be an experiment. We assume that completely, but we think it's something that can be really unique. And again, I think it's something that defines quite well our community. So really happy to have your feedback on this. We can, but and I think what could be cool is that during the next week, I don't know what you think, Andrew and Chris, we can organize maybe a dedicated event to present more in detail with the infographic, with the specificity of the product, and maybe why not launch the first contest actually with the community. It
Yeah,
could be cool.
for sure. And I think, to provide more context too, like this is a cool way for the team to expand on the lore and also empower the community to create, based off that imagination. So the way you're going to see it rolled out is in phases, and we'll test the mechanic very simply in Discord first, and we could, like Brian said, start the event as soon as this week. And then from there, the experience will evolve over time, with ideally being a full experience and product on the website. And with that, I think with the full infographic, you'll get the details of how we envision it all working. But for me personally, right, and coming from a content creation background, like this got me all excited, and to see what the community creates. And it's going to be a really cool platform for, if you're a writer, to be able to find an artist within the community or outside, and to create something that has both emotional and value for you as a holder. So with that, really excited for this initiative. And I don't know if Chris, if you want to talk more about some of the details, or we just roll it out this upcoming week. You know what I mean?
I think we can wait for the next week. For sure.
Yeah. And then we just start testing it. So, you'll be able to see the foundation of this experiment coming to fruition very soon. And then you'll be able to see the evolution of the process as well. So get those creative juices flowing, and then, let's see what comes out of the community. And also, in regards to this too, I think that a big part of this initiative is legitimizing and finding ways to create and expand the world together. So in this regard too, it's that synergy of working with people in the community as well as working with the team on these different events that we're going to launch, and then creating from there. So with this, let's just see what happens. And this week, LFG, right, Brian?
Yeah, sure. And I just wanted to say maybe two things about these specific projects that is maybe really important for you to guys to understand. Is that one side, so this is going to be driven by the holders. So this is going to be taken at the initiatives of the crew members. But you're gonna be definitely in capacity, if you wish so, to introduce contributors to these projects that are maybe external to the Everai community. let's say artists, let's say copywriters, whoever you think could be really interesting to jump on with you as you are a community person. You're gonna be able to introduce those people with you and introduce them to the community as well with you onto this. So I think it's an important thing to say for us, as we don't want to exclude everyone out of the community. We just want to empower at first our community and to enable all our community to be able to reach out to people, to artists, whoever contributors they want to bring in into the project to create qualitative outcome. And the other things that we can say about this as well, and it goes in the sense of the DAO perspective, but this is not so this is not appropriately speaking a DAO. So for you to know, guys, we are all really well aware in the team, and we are really careful as well about this, because I think for those of you in the space that knows about this subject, I think it's not an easy subject to be managing as how do we lead, how do we vote, and everything. So all those things are an experiment. But we thought that actually specifically onto the lore creation and to the content creation, this would make a ton of sense to have this internally. And so actually, this is the first experiment we conduct into this sense that we think make a lot of sense, and that we think is really a good synergy for us to be able to empower the brand together. So that's it for this subject here. And by the way, speaking about DAO, I wanted to make quite some shout out to the team that is behind the Everai DAO that has been launched. So we're currently talking with them. Nothing has been purely defined clearly yet and everything, but again, we really appreciate the initiatives. We are super happy to see those things coming out, and we are definitely looking to find a way to empower you guys. So if you guys you are here, we are currently talking already with each other, but I'm more than happy to keep pushing into this direction. So yeah, so this is for the creator content program, which is going to be a big topic actually on the short term as well for us as we go. And two last topics before we close it up. So one first thing is going to be speaking about the Genesis edition. So as some of you may know, there is one NFT into the collection that has not been revealed yet on purpose. This is going to be a unique piece. So Quentin in the audience right here and Mehdi are working on that. So we didn't give a date yet for this specifically, but this I can tell you already that this piece has been made for you to be as well a content for our universe. So this is going to be more than actually, but you're going to discover it by yourself. But this is going to be a piece as well for you to understand a few things by yourself through this NFT. So we are looking really for you guys to be able to have a perspective on this and to see it and to discover a new part of the world as we're gonna actually release it. But I think it's a cool thing, is because for you and for the community, it's going to be a new possibility for you to understand a little bit more about what we do in terms of the lore.
You're gonna leak a little bit more?
It will be dope.
I'm not leaking. I just gave, but Bojo is actually here, so the order is in the
Yeah. Huge
so,
shout out to Bojo picking that one up.
Scoop this one on the pre-reveal. Congratulations, man! This was
it's gonna
really
be crazy. It's honestly gonna be crazy.
All right. But they're really looking forward for you to say we don't give a date yet because we just want to make it perfect. But be sure, like we are currently like trying to finalizing it perfectly, and we're going to make some announcement before, so you're sure that it doesn't come out of nowhere 100%. And one of the last thing that we can tell you, which is one of the big things that maybe all the people were asking about, or part of it, is so we were speaking about an airdrop. We don't want to give all the details about what's going to come on this specifically, but what we can tell you though is that we are going to create an experience dedicated for the crew members that are going to be able to challenge something as a community together. And as a community, by successfully getting through it, normally you should actually have access to part of the reward. So we don't want to again to define so much about what it is going to be, neither how it's going to happen. What we can tell you is like we currently, of course, like on it at the moment. But this is a defining moment into the phase two as we actually move to this perspective of actually, and as we were into this perspective of rewarding our community, rewarding our holders. And so this is going to be one of those moments where and then that we're going to constantly do it, and we're going to try always to provide, in addition to what we want to create for you as a quality of the asset that we work on, for, as an example, but the experience that come with it. And so we really want to take care of that. All of these are connected perfectly. But yeah, just super excited to for you to be participating into this. This is going to need to involve all the energy of everyone and all the brains of everyone, probably. Maybe some physical skills. I don't know. but
I think
but yeah,
yeah, there's one thing to talk about too is like the experience is part of the drop is what I'll say, you know. And it's about overcoming and exploring this experience that's going to be all a part of the reward at the end of the day. And then basically, you know, it's going to be the phase two reward, and then, you know, uh as we always say, everything kind of progressive in our world. So I'm really skirting around the leaks right now, and it's more so. I know, you know, I know a lot of people are traumatized, but like, don't worry, something's coming. But I will tell you, like, you know, and I think the Game of Blocks family knows what's up when it comes to like the questing and Geralda. But let's just say that it'll be experience for you to claim your first reward in our ecosystem as a holder. And with that, I'll mute myself before I say anything more.
yeah, I
So
think it's better. Cool. So yeah, so this is one of the last big target that we have, that we want to enjoy, that we want, again, all of this is always in the perspective of bringing the community together, having an experience, having some fun, and on our side, we're gonna take care of you as for the experience and as for the quality of the things that we do. So we just try to onboard everyone, have a good time, and yeah, and keep going into this those direction that we want to go, and the ambition that we want direction that we want to go.
exactly.
So,
And
so
then
this being said,
maybe,
I think, yeah, yeah, go ahead.
yes, I said maybe, you know, if there's anything else to say, we can do a little recap in case anybody joined in late, you know, missed some of the parts. But you know, I think some of the biggest things that are tangible to community now is again the creator program that's going to start rolling out. And the creator program is all about organizing and empowering the community in the development of the lore and the brand through the community side. And then the second biggest part, you know, I would say is this phase two experience that's coming that will equal rewards for the participants and the holders. And then with that as well, it's all about evolving our Discord and our Twitter engagement. So you'll start to see more content coming out in regards to the world, more content initiatives coming out in Discord as well. And you know, we're looking again for positions in the moderating team to help host events and activations for the crew. And I think those for me were the three biggest points, and you'll start to see all this stuff rolling out in the coming weeks. So it's not too far. And then just something to keep in mind, you know, this is phase two, and you know, everything we're building as a team is all about building for the long term. So, you know, in a way that this will connect to the macro ecosystem we're building towards. So just appreciate again the patience as we build, and really excited to have everyone start getting active and having ways for the community to experience and use their NFTs, and to get rewards from it. And for me personally, I'm really excited to build with you all and see what kind of project proposals come in, and you know, how the team could help. But you know, Brian or Chris, anything else you want to recap on before, you know, maybe we invite some people up?
No, I think you said it all. So really happy to, really happy and excited to for you guys to discover all of those things. again, it's a first step. It's not defined there, and though this is not an exhaustive list of all the things that we are going on, we are still working a lot behind the scenes to prepare for the midterm and the long-term goals as we move forward. But those give you more of a perspective of what's going to happen and what's currently happening on the short-term perspective. And on our side, we have all those as well, things that are going to come out over the next few weeks. We're going to have, I can tell you already, announcement that we plan on doing, which we don't think it's relevant to do today at the moment, but we're gonna have some cool announcement coming out over the next few weeks. And I think one important thing that I just wanted to push again on is the fact that either as the community initiatives that are taken for anything, but be it like the DAO, the merch, the everything that you have in mind, the artistic aspects, the lore creation. So all of these things, we are in the perspective of empowering it and to enable it even more. Just gonna give some guidelines to be able to manage by yourself on your side autonomously. And as well, if you want to create events, if you want to create either online events or ERL events, please again don't hesitate to come to us. We are more than happy to listen to you. Just be careful of who you get to talk with, and just like be sure like maybe you are in the good channel, so we can maybe accept you in this case to have interaction with you. But we are more than happy to help and to contribute to the raise of the community. And so please don't hesitate to reach out to us. If we can help you, we're gonna do it. If we can't help you in terms of time, we will tell you. But we could always try to find other ways. And if you need, by any chance, networks or interactions or anything, again, don't hesitate. More than happy to be as well of a help on this perspective. So yeah, but other than this, I think we've said it all. So you guys have learned again a little more about the values, the thing that we want to do, who we are, how we perceive things for the long term. We told you more about the vision, where we're gonna go, the short-term goals that we are actually hitting, and the cool experiences that are gonna come out. I think now it's up to you guys to go up on the floor, and if you want to ask us any questions, more than happy to. Or if you have any remarks, whatever, we are more than happy to interact with you guys.
Yeah, let's start inviting people up. If you want to just throw out an emoji, I'll invite you up. I didn't see the order in which people requested, so I'll do it in the order that you throw up an emoji if you're requested. Okay, perfect. I saw Electric first, and then VTO, and then CryptoSite. What's up, Electric?
Hey guys.
How you doing, yo?
Good. How you guys doing?
Doing well, doing well. Welcome to the stage.
No worries. I heard you say something about a metaverse sort of part. Like, I'm guessing you're talking about the platform, and I just wanted to know if that was set in stone or whether the team was up for kind of maybe some sort of community suggestion in terms of the actual possible platform without giving away too much, and possibly other technological recommendations.
So what I can tell you about this is that so let's put it this way. On our side, like whatever proposition you may have, and that that are not requiring from us a ton of implications. More than happy to discuss about it and to see how we can interact with it. It's not at all like we are not at all like doing at the moment unilateral like metaverses where we're gonna go out. Actually, we're gonna announce some stuff about this a little bit later over the month. But so no, there is absolutely no like just one thing that we do. We just go with the people that we think are relevant, and in the same perspective that we do things in terms of quality, in terms of way that they interact with their community, and So more than happy to talk about it if you have some ideas, if you want to propose some stuff. Could be absolutely possible.
Awesome. Thanks.
Got you.
Pleasure, sir.
Much love, Electric. Much love. And then I'll bring up VTO. Perfect. And then I see CMC Killer too. What up? What up, VTO?
What's going on, guys?
What's up? What's up? Yo, welcome to the stage.
Hey, man, I'm happy to be here, bro. I just gotta say, I think you guys are killing it, man. You guys are really doing a great job. I'm not gonna lie to you. The way the community's set up and everything, the Discord is going great, man. I just had a quick question, actually. Are you guys gonna be at NFT NYC? Because I was only really gonna go if you guys were there.
So I can tell you that the team is going to be there. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So more than happy, and that's. I know that there are some initiatives into the community to try to organize an event. I think I saw that on Reddit, but if you really more than happy to since we are there, like to organize something together.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward, man. Appreciate it, guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
hell
pleasure,
yeah.
sir. Thank you for your feedback.
Yeah.
Much love, much love. And then I saw Clyder. Perfect. Yo, welcome to the stage.
Yo, what's up? Thanks for having me up, guys.
No worries. Welcome. How
Good,
you doing?
how about you?
Doing well. Yo, excited for the space.
Yeah.
Excited to get into phase
Yeah,
2.
I'm hyped. So I have a question. I don't know which phase this kind of falls under. And I'm not sure if this was like during the pre-mint kind of moments of the Discord and stuff, if this was just like an on-delete moment where you like weren't supposed to say this, but are you guys still kind of following the idea that this is like a almost Marvel Cinematic Universe type thing where you plan on doing other heroes down the road and like Duo is the first of that kind of universe?
So on this regards, we are currently right now like reinforcing and working on the lore with the team. The perspective that we have on this is that we are going to iterate with the community. We are going to we have many doors that are opened. We have our perspectives on the long-term perspective that we want to do. That is for sure. There is the questions that are more, I would say, related to the short term and how we address the short term right now as Duo just came out. But definitely the universe has been made to be highly flexible. So we have definitely this capacity and this possibility. And whenever we're gonna think it's gonna be the good time to do so, it's definitely a possibility that we want to come up with. But I can't give you my word right now when it's gonna be at the moment. But this is obviously something that the lore has been made for, and the lore is capable of in some sense digesting this aspect. And so and we can tell you that we have already some stuff on the work, but just after that is just a matter of how we make the things perfectly coherent and how we bring the most value to our team and to our holders and to the community currently. So I don't know if it's completely answering your question, but this is
No, that's a lot more direct than I was hoping for even. Thank you. That really helps answer that. And I'm by no means in any rush or anything. I'm totally happy with what you guys are doing, like initiative wise on the short term and all that. That's obviously very, very far down the road. I was just kind of hoping I could get a little leak out of you guys. So thank you.
Yeah, you got me. Sorry.
Leaks.
Sorry
I
for
respect
that.
It.
Too hard to
Much
not
love.
for it.
I'll invite Crypto Side up, and then we go CMC and blockchain. Crypto Side's in the infinite connecting loop, but hopefully he makes it into. Otherwise, we'll bring up CMC and blockchain. All right, I'm gonna invite CMC up while Crypto is connecting. Yo, 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 welcome. Are you
Hello,
here?
sir.
Maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna bring up blockchain Shinobi. I also see an inside out there as well. Oh no, wait, sorry, CMC is here now. Okay, what's up? What's up, yo?
Huge congrats to you all. Thank you so much for all the amazing work that you do. I think that as developers, it's very rare for you guys to get the big thank you from the community. So, I mean, certainly from me, I owe you guys big thank you for this amazing space today. Everything you left us for this phase two is so much to chew on and so much to digest, and it's exciting to hear that there's new updates coming this week on the metaverse partner announcement, on the creator program, on the guidelines. I don't know if you said that was this week, but the fact that they're coming is huge. Really appreciate the shout out, of course, to the Everai DAO. You know, I think it's exciting to hear that you guys want to pioneer and see what's possible in a new paradigm that is, you know, Web3. So that for everyone knows I'm bullish on you guys, but I love that you're really going for the gold here. So I just want to say thank you. Also, hope it's okay, but I'll gonna be plugging the fact that I'm hosting a spaces right after this for the community to let our imaginations run wild on everything that's been talked about here. And yeah, just want to say thank you. So that's it.
Much love, yo. Much love, and we're excited. Excited to keep building, and even though this is phase two, it still feels like just the beginning for us. So just really excited for the journey ahead, and what's possible as we start exploring throughout the Eververse. So there's much love again, and I see CryptoSite spamming waves. I think CryptoSite wants to talk, so I'll invite CryptoSite up to the stage, and just thanks again, CMC.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks very much
Yeah.
for the feedback, bro.
All
Hey,
right,
what's
CryptoSite.
up, guys? You all got me excited.
What's up?
I was just so excited the whole week for this, for this phase. And then the first thing you do, like, hi everybody, this is the start of phase two. Then you rug us.
Hey, I didn't rug. It was Twitter. Okay,
No, I'm just kidding, man.
let's make that very clear.
And I just want to thank all of you. I thank you and all the team. This is really exciting, especially the whole community, the creator program. This has the soul of Web3 right in the middle of it. So this excites me a lot. I just have a question of like, how do you guys? I mean, you're probably gonna pull up a guideline, but could you expand more? For example, like for example, let's say there's physical collaborations in the future. Like remember, I used to spam you all the time in Discord about this shades, for example, like sunglasses company. So how is like the mechanism of how can like the community vote on, like is it just like voting or is it like how do you guys can go about this?
So, do you speak specifically about the creator program, or do you speak about the guidelines for the creation?
I'm speaking about like for example, let's say somebody like recommends like a company to collaborate with. I'm talking about collaborations with other brands like physical brands like fashion or sunglasses. For example, how can we present this to you guys? Does this go through the
Okay.
program?
Okay, so this is a really good question, actually. So we're gonna explain you the flow of the creator program that is gonna come out. So at the moment, the way that we imagined it, it's not much related so much it has not been thought at the way it is right now for collaboration and partnerships, as we manage more those specific aspects through the team. So you can, if you have some really cool things that we want to deal with, and you think it's really cool, like we can. It's more a thing that we can go through the team directly, and then we can figure it out together, and if it makes sense and everything. It could be absolutely something that we could integrate into the creator program. The more the way the more the creator program has been thought was more to empower creation from the community. So, but it's a good point. I mean, like it's if it's something that we think it's smart and it's interesting, we could definitely try to adapt the product that we would make for that. to go in this sense. But as of right now, if for example you have and anyone here as you know an idea or people that you think we could collaborate with, and it's actually in the same perspective as the thing we do, as the values that we have and that the quality that we want to bring, just come out to us, talk with us, and we're gonna try to figure it out together. More than happy to talk with you about it if it's the case.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, no worries. And then you'll see that we're gonna be releasing an infographic on like the flow of the creator program, and I think that'll help clear up any questions about how it all works, and how you can be involved. So that'll come very soon, and we're gonna start implementing like the early phases of the experiment as well. So just keep an eye out for that. That should be rolling out as soon as this week. And for sure, blockchain, you've been up here for a second.
Hey, I've been patient as fuck. I can't lie. Isn't one of my virtues. I tried to jump in a couple of times. I almost jumped in when Crypto was talking, and also when CMC, the community king, was talking as well. But thank you for everything. Really, like phase 2 sounds lit. I can't wait for stuff to actually start coming out. More announcements, more things for the community to get involved with. I know that's been a big focal point for you guys, and also just seeing it like today on Twitter. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's just been popping off like Everai just all over the place. We've had some spaces. We just had a lot of interactions and engagements on people's tweets. I mean, even in this space, I must have followed like another 50 Everai that I didn't already have. So it's just like, it's just amazing community vibes. And I just can't wait to see that carried through the creator program. And you may or may not know, but I make music, little shameless plug. But if there's any other producers, musicians, any other creative talents, visual artists, like videographers, you name it, hit me up, slide in the DMs, let's work. Let's put some stuff together for Everai and let's just get this out there because it's been slept on massively, like hugely. It's insane. And the community's just held it up. Like every dip that we've seen through the market, every change of hands, every other project that's been minting, Everai still held it down. And that's really kind of down to the community. So yeah, big ups to you guys, the team, big ups to the community. And I just can't wait to see what happens over the next few weeks. Like, let's get it.
Let's get it, yo. Much love,
Thank you, sir. Really
blockchain.
appreciate it.
And that's what I'm really looking forward to too. Is as we start rolling out more experiences and connecting people in the community that are also creators, just can't wait to see. Because yeah, like you said, the crew. Someone said it right. Chesco said the crew is talented, and also the crew would be wild on Twitter and Discord. Just absolutely love it, and seeing all the engagement, activations, all the support for each other in the crew. I wish I was on my personal. I'd be following too, but I'm about to go through and. Like I said before, if I'm not following you already, it's my goal to follow every Everai holder. So I'll switch to the personal, and I'll be lurking through on the follow backs as well. So definitely,
Hell yeah, man.
definitely all the love.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm already getting DMs in. I'm already seeing follows. So like, this is all beautiful. Like, this is engagement. This is the interactions we want to see. This is the community building we need to take this project to like the levels that no project has been before. And I know that Everight's got that potential. Like, we can do this. So with the team, with the community, with the art, with the artists that we've got behind us, like this shit's gonna go crazy. We're taking over the world. We're taking over the world. Trust me.
For sure, for sure. Much love, blockchain.
Much love, man. Much love.
All right, Insight. Let me invite you up here. Yo, Insight. What up?
Andalou, how we doing? Andalou and team. Hope you guys are doing well.
Vibing, yo. We vibing. How are you?
Doing well, man. Yeah, I think I really enjoyed listening to this sort of information session so far. I think the best thing for me was we're getting anime nights back. Hopefully they can be at human hours for me because I hated getting the midnight ping that you guys are watching an entire anime series. But yeah, I really liked the mention of the metaverse, and I was kind of wondering, with your guys' sort of game plan into the metaverse, is it sort of a let's just get involved, let's find a metaverse that we think fits with us, or do you have a pure how do you see the Everai brand existing within the metaverse if that doesn't force too many spoilers out of you guys?
So it's actually a really, really, really good question. So there is, the more, I would say, vision perspective, and there is more of the pragmatic perspective. As of the vision perspective, we would, of course, find potentially the platform that would enable us to keep up with the vision that we have on the quality and the things that we want to create, and that are really aligned with what we do. And the big problems that we may have on this perspective is that since the heart, giving just a shout out to Mehdi again on this, but since the heart is so detailed, so precise, and that goes with all the quality that we want to deal with. Actually, there is no much at the moment such a thing as a metaverse that can carry this level of quality on where they are. Or there are maybe some that are maybe of interest, but that are maybe doesn't have yet the functionality that we are looking for in terms of our perspective, as you know, guys, for the games aspect and the interactions aspect. So what I can tell you though is that this is already on the go. We know already where we're gonna go, and we know already what who we're gonna go with. It may not be to the level of quality as for, let's say, the 3D aspect that we could hope for, or 2D aspect, but it's definitely giving us all the capabilities to develop and to work on the things that we wanted the most working for, that are related more to the game experience and to the social experience into the metaverse. And so in this regard, we took already some kind of our decision, but we, in some sense as well, I'm not going to tell you everything today. It's too easy to leak those times, but we made ourselves sure that as in terms of execution into this precise environment, we work with the best people to make it to the highest level possible. So in some sense, it's balanced, and in some sense, we are really happy. We are really, really happy and excited to talk to you more about what was going to happen about this. But so that's the point currently. Maybe over time, there are going to be more things coming out and everything. But as far as right now, the available solution on the market, in addition to the upcoming ones that are maybe coming, but we don't see yet the future, and don't see yet the real capabilities to carry our project. This is the first thing that I can tell you.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate how deliberate you guys are being. It definitely seems you guys are being, putting a lot of due diligence into stuff before you go into buzzwords like the metaverse, which is really nice to hear. I really appreciate everything. Andalou, when are we playing Clash again? And yeah, have a nice rest of your weekend, everybody.
Dude, down for some League of Legends action, dude. We're definitely gonna bring back the tournaments, and I think just a little bit more on that, right? I think for us, it's like you said, being deliberate in where we go, and being open-minded with what's available. And then for me personally, it's really big on the experiences, right? I think that's a common denominator for our team, is we're always looking for experiences at which we can celebrate with our holders, and I think that's the macro, at least the way I look at metaverse. But like you said, it's about being deliberate about it, and finding partners that are great. And with that, you'll start to see more and more coming as the time comes. Okay, perfect. And then let's see here. Arena, Nexius, Pink, the cryptologist. Anyone want to throw up an emoji? I lost track of who wants to come up. But we can probably take a few more questions.
Yeah, and maybe as well, I promised to answer maybe the questions on the AMA question stuff from the Discord. We can just maybe go over quickly and try to answer them whenever we close down with the people on stage, and try to finish with this.
Perfect. We'll bring up Arena, and then we could get into the AMA questions.
Cool. Let's go for it.
Yo, welcome. I see emojis. You have speaker, but I think you're muted if you're trying to talk.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, thanks for having me up. I just want to tell the community, I have 100% faith in you guys, the Everai community. This has been the best move I've ever made. I took pretty much everything we had in crypto and put it into Everai. So I am way more stress free. I don't care what the market does at this point. I just love seeing what you guys are doing and seeing the community just come together. One thing I do want to ask though, I'm really curious based on the roadmap you're talking about. 3D avatars coming in the metaverse, and you're talking about it now. Which one you're going with? I'm curious as to how you're going to accomplish that. Are you planning on releasing source files and coding source files in the metadata, or how's that going to work?
This is you are too curious, sir. No, to be honest, this is if I answer, actually, I kind of, I gave you all the keys to understand where we're gonna go. So this is maybe a little bit, this is maybe a little bit,
Choose your words carefully, Brian.
a little bit, yeah, too much. But let me tell you that so indeed this is a challenge, as you said. So we're gonna need to go through a process that is called, for those of you that know a little bit about the metaverse, the transoperability, which means coming from a 2D assets and transforming it to a 3D one. So I won't get too much into the details, how it's gonna happen, how we're gonna do it, what type of file it's gonna be, where it's gonna to which actually things it's gonna be used for. But we're definitely gonna need eventually to go through this process to make it available. If, let's say, we didn't go through this conversation about the 3D stuff, if we go to a 3D metaverse, so this is maybe the only thing that I can tell you right now, as of the information to not disclose too much of what we have coming. But I know it's not the perfect answer, but it gives you more of a perspective on that. And so absolutely, we're gonna need to go through this through this aspect. And yeah, I can't tell more. Otherwise, I'm gonna leak too much.
No. It's a very political answer, and nobody likes to have the end of the book given to them, right? We're reading this like amazing novel, and you guys are painting us this beautiful picture, and yeah, we don't want to jump to the very end of the book. But as a founder myself, I am very curious because we also want to do something similar and have interoperability 3D avatars in multiple verses. So once you guys figure it out and release it, I mean, if you're willing to share, I would love some of that information.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
for sure.
sir.
And yeah, I think for us too, it's already in the works. So I think, afterwards when it's all ready to be talked about, we could do like a retrospective. I think it's like the best part. It's like what you said, Arena, for us, it's all about the experience, and I know that I think some people may want to be spoiled, but I think for us, a lot of the fun and a lot of the journey is getting up to that point, and that narrative getting to there. So, when everything's all ready and released, more than happy to do like a technological like retrospective and help you out in whatever you're working on, whatever way we can as well.
Hey, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, much love. And I saw off stress spamming, but maybe we'll invite off stress and then we'll get into the AMA questions.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, from the chat. Yeah. But off stress really wanted to wave his hand, so gotta open up the space. What's up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly, my friend. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited for the announcement and everything you're planning. Like this sounds wonderful. So I had a question about the 1 out of 1 piece. I'm waiting on some alpha from you. Will the holder of the 1 out of 1 piece have a main role into the reveal, or is it only up to the community?
So what do you mean? Do you mean actually the person that would have it is going to need to interact to open it? That's what you asked?
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Will the holder be requested to act or do something for the reveal to happen?
I can't give you straight the answer. But it's a really good question. But for the moment, like the way we are going to announce it, the way it's going to happen, hasn't be finalized as the process. But actually, it's a really cool perspective of you. We have already, as we spoke about, integrated those community achievements together for the main rewards for everyone in the community. But this is definitely actually a really interesting perspective.
Yeah, thank you so much. I know I was asking for a lot, but I was also interested about the creator program, and I left you Brian, and I also sent the DM to you, Andelu, about a project that I'm trying to build, and might also focus on some Everai stuff.
Cool.
Please let me know what you think about it, and
For sure.
thank you again for having me here.
No worries. Much love, off stress.
Much love, guys. Much love.
Much love. And then with that, Brian, do you want to go through some of the questions that were in the Discord chat?
Yep. I don't want to take too much of your time, guys, here, but just gonna get through some AMS questions, the most voted one into the Discord, as I promised into the Discord. Okay. So okay, so can we have more info on the airdrop? First MC, what is the phase 2? So I think we can have answered today on the announcement and what we said. But if it's not clear, let us know. Can we have more info on the airdrop? So as we say on the last part of the announcements, this is including the reward aspect. But we're not gonna tell you straight actually what it is about. But you can be sure that it's currently ongoing at the moment. Other than the Transformers, a voice actor, will you look at others for their acting abilities? I do voice acting from Jake T. We are absolutely, but I think the creator program answered pretty well your question. And as you know, the question that we just had before on space, this is the purpose of the creator program is to enable all of you guys, and even all of the people that you may know and want to interact with, to create content and to be able to do things, to be able to integrate them into our community content creation. So definitely don't hesitate to do it. And this is there is the possibility as well for content to be working on together eventually as well. How established are you for the future metaverse game development? Is there a team in place yet, or are they being recruited as plans develop? From Arinity. So I think we kind of answered some part of the questions as for the metaverse. So maybe I can push a little bit more on this, and I just talked about it a little bit previously, but the metaverse aspect in our case will be as well game related. So so I can tell you that this is the future plan as on the short term has been defined on the short term, midterm already. And in terms of the team in place, so we have already the team working on this actually as well, which is already done. It's actually a big team, well known for what they do. So, but I can't yet tell you which one is. But we in the good time, in the good time, I'm gonna for sure tell you more about them. Can we hope having the possibility to mint free pilots for holders? We have planned a new series of Mecha Trio from LFC Celine. Well, this I won't get too much into the detail. It's already highly precise questions. We are exploring the many possibilities on this regard. I can tell you, but I can't tell you straight what we're gonna do for sure as what's gonna happen. But though I can tell you that of course reward for us in our perspective will always be, and you will perceive it in this second phase, that we are always into the perspective of rewarding you for at least rewarding our community the best way possible. As for now, as for after, as for ever. As for ever. Okay, so Spinoz, are both artists still working for other companies aside from Everai projects, or they are focused on Everai? So actually, it's a really good question. So Quentin and Mehdi, as you may know, they are a really talented artist and really demanded. So we had been working together on this collaboratively throughout the first like actually quite some months previously before the project launch. I can't tell you much more about the full focus because we're gonna make announcements in the upcoming months. But I actually absolutely we are really focused on doing everything we can to enable them to work with us as much as we can and to enable them to come within. What is super interesting in their case as well, I think it's that is important that they work with really well-known brands. So for those of you that didn't know, Mehdi is working, for example, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Quentin as well worked for really cool brands for Toei Animation, Square Enix, and everything. I think it's a good thing as well for them to be able to have this capacity to work with amazing projects because it brings to them more visibility and more capacity, more talent, more network. That in some sense it can be used for the project as well. So we will never take this out from them. This is our perspective into this sense, but definitely we are in a really tight and short and long-term perspective in terms of relation. So yeah. In terms of, can you tell us more about the 1-1 reveal? So I think we talked about it, right? Today, and I will just finish by this one, which is Duo's future. What the heck does that mean from Ice Nerd? So Duo's future, we didn't talk to it about today, and there is a reason for that. It's because we want to keep it still for future announcements as for this specific perspective. But we're gonna come with the answer quite soon, actually. Right, over the second phase. But all right, so I think I tried to answer as much as I could questions out there. Hope everyone hope I answered the most questions. It was in AMA questions. Hope everyone had a really good time together. I think actually, Andrew, I don't know what you think, but maybe we can wrap it up as I think it has been already an hour and a half together.
Getting tired of all the leaks?
No, actually, I really feel the space is super cool. People are super cool. I really enjoy the time actually, but I'm getting afraid of myself. So, and I think this is a really dangerous position to be.
Yeah, no,
But
I totally agree. And then just want to give much love to everybody in the crew again. We're trying to be as transparent, communicative as we can, but also not give away all the surprises that are coming. So I mean, as always, if you have any more questions or you want to dive deeper, you know where to find me or find Brian. Always in the Discord, Twitter DMs, wherever. Just hit us up and we'll talk about what we can. But I think all I'll say is just buckle up and then just get ready for these coming weeks because we're going to start releasing and start executing on what we've been talking on, and I think that will start to answer a lot of the questions you may have, and then also get us forward and moving throughout the Eververse, which I'm really excited about. And for me personally, I'm excited to see what y'all think about the experience that's coming. That's going to be the focus of phase 2, and also to see what comes out of the creator program. So in regards to that, just much love as always, and get ready for some events this week. Keep an eye out on minor announcements. That's where I'm going to be posting as we're looking for some positions for mods, people to host events. And then, personally, one of the first things that we're going to start is a Super Smash tournament. So if there's any Smash players, I'll be putting up a sign up. And let's see who's got those 1v1 potentials in the crew. So anything else you want to say, Chris, Brian? Remy and Kantan are lurking. But if anything else you want to say to the community, I think now's the time. Otherwise, we'll wrap up the space.
No, I think thank you very much for everyone. I think we had a massive audience today actually for this AMA. I think at some point we reached like 400 people. So super happy to see this dynamic still after the mint and the intensity that we have. Really looking forward for everyone to be seeing what we're gonna cook for you. I hope the message was clear today. We tend to give you as much information as we could on the value that we have, on the vision that we have, on the things that we do short term. Thanks for all the communities that are here today. I won't say any names because there are a lot of you that I recognize and I see always on my Twitter feed. But thank you so much for all the communities that are part of the journey. I know we are the Everai, but into the Everai community, there are a lot of overlapping high quality community and high level people. And we really appreciate the time and the love that you share with us. I think the Everai community is super it's super happy to have a high and strong community around it, and we just want to keep going into this direction. We always wanted to give the best for us, and again, we really appreciate it. So I won't give any name of the community. The people will recognize by themselves, because there is I think I don't want to miss anyone, but yeah, for this release, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. We just wanna give the best for what's coming, and if you need anything, never hesitate to try to reach out to us. We will always be happy to interact with you and to exchange. If you have an Everai profile picture, otherwise we don't answer. Or I'm kidding, but I don't know. Actually, yeah. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for the time. It was an hour and a half, quite long, but I think it was super necessary for us to give you more perspective for the future, and yeah, really looking forward to this for people that are going to be in NFT NYC. Even if you're not from Everai, I'm more than happy to get in touch with you and to spend some good time there. We can definitely think about it, and see you guys in the coming days when we're gonna do some more stuff. And thank you for your time.
Much love. And then they wanted an uwu in the Discord, so I got you. Peace out, everybody. And then yeah, talk to you soon. I'll be lurking in Discord too, and kicking it. So take it easy. Have a beautiful Sunday or Monday wherever you are in the world. Appreciate you as always, crew. And we're gonna end the space now. The recording will be available as well. I'm gonna drop the link, and we're also gonna upload it to YouTube because it only lasts for like 30 days. So, if any of your friends missed it, just share the link with them. I'll be sharing it in Discord as well. Peace out, everybody, and appreciate you all as always. Let's get ready for phase 2. Peace.
Peace, everyone.